Hey, what's up guys? And welcome back to another Reddit Stories video. You guys seem to keep loving these videos and keep asking for more and more. So let's do another Reddit video. So sit back, relax, and if you're new here, subscribe. It's the channel's goal to be at 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and I think we can do it. So please subscribe.
Mother's special suit. Trigger warning, child abuse. All my life I've been sick. Do you realize what those words mean? What it is like to never feel well? To eat a meal and never feel secure in the knowledge that it will stay down? To never stop coughing and sniffling? For your belly to never cease grumbling and aching? I spent most of my life in hospital beds, barely able to move. Emesis, chills, diaphoresis, febrile, dyspient, fatigued, and with decreased level of consciousness. These are the things the doctors say about me, standing over me with their clipboards. My mom nods along with them, anxiously wringing her hands. Learning medical terminology has become a new hobby of mine. I like to learn what the doctors are saying, what they're really saying. It helps. It's never the same doctors either. We're at one hospital 1 month, another the next. We never live one place very long, on account of my mom. She's never satisfied with the doctors at any one hospital, and always finds a reason to move on to another. Because of this, I've never made friends with kids my own age. I've never been to school or to the movies. I've never been to the grocery store or the shopping mall, to a theme park, or to a baseball game. Too many germs, Mom says. Pretty honor whenever you go to the hospital. My main thing was the stars, but 3M. Oh, you begin to vomit uncontrollably. Mom gets scared, brings me to the hospital. We stay for a month. Every time I get admitted somewhere, things spiral downwards. I beg Mom not to take me to the hospital. She always says we have to. She's afraid of what will happen if we don't. I tried to get the doctors or the nurses alone. I wait for my mom to go to the bathroom for a minute, and I'll ring the call bell. They're always too slow. By the time they get there, she's always back at my side, smiling at them, looking at me with care and asking, "What is it, sweetie? What did you need? Mommy can get you anything you want. You don't need to bother the nurses. They're all so busy." I just nod my head and ask for some grape juice or a popsicle, whatever I can think of. I just have to keep trying. Finally, my mom goes out top with the doctor for a long, long time. It's my chance, and I take it. I ring the call bell, too tired and deconditioned to walk. It's been weeks since I've been out of bed. A nurse comes in after a few minutes, looking frazzled. "Hey, sweetie," she says kindly. "What did you need?" I've been my index finger, bidding her come closer. She looks a bit scared for some reason, but obliges. She comes close enough so I can whisper in the 4-person room. We're in a room with 3 other patients and their families. People like to talk. They like to whisper. This is how I learned so many medical terms, since I'm not allowed to have a cell phone to look things up, and certainly not a laptop or books. Mom doesn't allow those things. So the only way I can learn is by listening closely to what other people say. And one phrase in particular has been popping up again and again, not just spoken by those in this hospital room, but by patients and families at many of the other hospitals we've been to. The words have been spoken so many times by so many people behind closed curtains that I've finally learnt what they mean. Munchausen syndrome by proxy, I say in whispered tones to the nurse, and her eyes go wide as saucers. Shh. She's keeping me prisoner. Please, help me. And it's still, and I expect alarm bells to start going off, for her to run to the phone and dial 911. Something, anything. But she just stands there, and then a familiar look passes over her face. One I have seen 100 times before. The look of willful ignorance. "That's an awful big word for a little girl like you," she says, her mouth trembling slightly as she speaks. Even she does not believe the words as she says them aloud. "What a wild imagination you have." Another patient's mother peeks out from behind a curtain, her eyes concerned, but then she too takes on that familiar look, like it is too much trouble to care, and she disappears behind the curtain again. The nurse walks away, her smile fading slightly as she turns. Promise you won't tell Mother, I say as she leaves the room. Please don't tell Mother. Tell me what? My mom says as she enters the room, early returning from her talk with the doctor. Have you been telling tall tales again? She has such a big imagination, my mother tells the nurse on her way out. You beginning to look well again, she tells me, sitting down at the bedside. Here, take some soup. Mother brought it from the cafe, special, just for you. She hands me the bowl and my trembling hands take it. I smell the aroma of chicken and vegetables, broth and spices, and something else, acrid and chemical, underneath. Something Mother added special, just for me.